right, Saturday's UFC 239 fight card should be entertaining. There are no hiccups. Everybody is here. No injuries, no failed drug tests. And yes, there are still 2 more days before the event, however. But everything appears to be trending in the right direction. John Jones, the headliner, he's fighting a powerful guy from Brazil, Thiago Santos. Now, before it was announced, Jones knew nothing of this guy. He knew nothing about him. Now he knows everything about him, as a champion should.
I actually knew nothing about him. I knew that there's a really muscular guy from Brazil with a big old sledgehammer tattooed on his chest. I've looked into his story, and he's from the favelas. He made it out of favelas with a good head on his shoulders. He served the Brazilian military. He went back to the favelas after becoming a pro fighter to create like a boys and girls club, teaches martial arts for free, that he's a single father, and that he does a good job raising his kids. Black belt in jiu-jitsu. He's a fellow Christian. To me, you know, he's everything that I look for in a strong martial artist. He's respectable. He represents his gym and his country well, and that's why I'm honored to fight him.
Wow, pretty impressive. Knows all about him. It's interesting that Jones would be so studious because he wasn't always a good student, admittedly so.
I like to know who I'm fighting just because I look at every fighter as a final exam. You know, in high school I didn't study, and I was a student. And this is my new chance at life to get it right.
All right, hey, this fight card is unique. A bunch of unique fighters, even at today's face-offs. We tried to figure out each fighter. Now you try. Who wins the face-off award? We tried to get a sense with each pose. You wondered who was looking for a fight, who's pretending to be tough, who's confident and who's acting. One fighter asking another, why is he so angry? These two shook hands and then put up their dukes. The lady smiles, hugged it out, and then one lifted her dress to show her confidence. 2 more, nonchalant, seemed like they wanted to just give me a reason, anything. And then inner Popeye revealed. These two shook hands, posed, and then shook hands again, twice. This pair wanted nothing to do with shaking hands, a little barking, almost wishing something would explode. These guys started out fists high and then shook hands. It's all good. 2 more. Who's going to extend the olive branch? Yes, a shake. Next up, you know the song. I can't take my eyes off of you. This guy wanted so badly for his opponent to crack. He didn't, and his stare became more comical than intimidating. The co-main ladies shook hands, stared for a second, then a nod and a tip of the head as they walked apart. The 2 main fighters looked the part, didn't want to back down, didn't want to mess around, maybe even didn't want to be here. No shakes, just stares, and thus 239 inches closer to reality, where they all hope the stare down is because of a knockdown on Saturday. Pretty exciting.